Hello everyone, it's me again. Welcome back to our channel. This video, we continue to give you a piece of breaking news. Trevor Engelson's uncle accused Meghan of slandering him to hide her wrongdoing. Of all the unanswered questions about the Duchess of Sussex's past, perhaps the most intriguing is, why did she divorce her first husband, Trevor Engelson? He was the hustling film producer with a never-say-die attitude who used every setback in his career and hers as a spur to overcome the next challenge. But after 7 years as an inseparable boyfriend and girlfriend, then just 23 months of marriage, they split up. Ever since, it has suited them both to draw a discreet veil over the reasons for their parting. They had new lives and new partners, and neither had any wish to dig up the past. For Hollywood producer Engelson, who did so much to propel Meghan to the acting stardom she craved, the incentive to tell must have been greater. Here, after all, was the man who really knew what made the girl who married the Queen's grandson tick. Yet despite every inducement, he has gallantly remained silent about the split. But the publication of Finding Freedom, the controversial and one-sided new book about Meghan and Prince Harry, risks changing that. For amid all the feuding and petty score settling with the royal family, courtiers, and the media, it offers the first insight into Meghan's view of her earlier marriage and the husband she wed in a romantic oceanside ceremony in Jamaica. And the narrative it presents is brutal and unsavory. Trevor, who had been her mentor and soulmate, at whom she had clung as his fortunes rose and hers just bumped along, is portrayed as envious and resentful of her success. We learned that while they were still dating, Meghan had wondered aloud to her closest friends why Trevor didn't always act as if he supported her acting career. If this was indeed so, one is tempted to ask why she not only stayed with such an unenthusiastic partner, but went on to marry him. Helpfully, there is a friend on hand to explain Meghan's thinking. Apparently, it was all about Trevor being the breadwinner on whom Meghan depended for introductions and connections in the film business. But their marriage coincided with her big break as paralegal Rachel in the hit TV series Suits. Up until then, authors Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand suggest Trevor was the dominant character and Meghan felt he liked her being dependent on him. This jealousy, the book implies, hastened the breakdown of their relationship. But with this argument already unraveling, what should we make of Meghan's claims about her first marriage? Just how accurate is this inside view of a couple who even the authors of Finding Freedom, written, remember, with apparent cooperation of the Duke and Duchess, acknowledge had appeared deliriously in love? And it is really true Trevor Engelson was eaten up with envy provoked by Meghan's success. Those close to Trevor have a different recollection of events. Engelson's uncle, Mickey Miles Felton, a lacrosse coach from Arizona, is in regular contact with his nephew. Trevor is too good a person to have these kind of thoughts, he told the Mail this week. That is not even close to who he is. Instead, Mr. Felton suggests the reasons for the divorce given in the book are an attempt to sanitize the reputation of someone who did something wrong and needs to make themselves look good. Like everyone else, his nephew was not without faults, he says, but adds he is not the kind of person who would be jealous of somebody else's success. He has made successes out of a lot of people who have worked for him, so I think the word you use in England for this claim would be rubbish. We would say trash. To me, it's an absurd notion. Whether that makes me naive or not, I don't know. But in all the years I've talked to him, I've never heard anything like that. According to Uncle Mickey Miles, Engelson has been longing to become a father, as he devoted a decade to Meghan, steering her career, only to find himself dumped when she attained it. Many would say his joy will be well-deserved. As for this latest evaluation of his nephew's first marriage, Uncle Mickey Miles says it sounds like this book, which I hadn't even heard about until you called me, and which nobody over here cares about, is rubbish. Of the authors, he adds, who the hell are these people? Who gives a crap what they say? Mr. Felton added that, as Trevor was in a position to help Meghan when she was an unknown actress, he would have done everything he could to further her career. Wouldn't you want to help people you are totally in love with? He was just happy for her success. Just thrilled. I'll tell you something. Trevor has excellent self-esteem. He knows who he is and where he's going, and he's not going to be intimidated by his wife's success. A browse through Engelson's Facebook page reveals that, far from being jealous of Meghan's career and her breakthrough role, he was clearly proud of it. When news of her casting in Suits reached the movie business trade press in 2010, Engelson was quick to share it, reposting the Hollywood Reporter's headline, Meghan Markle books lead role on Legal Mind, the original work title for Suits. A year later, when the show was about to screen in June 2011, he expressed delight for his badass fiancée, adding a month later, "Suits tonight on the USA. My girl rocks." He even noted the show's ratings, liking an update that said Suits rises. When the second series was confirmed in August 2011, just weeks before Meghan and Trevor were married, Engelson posted, "So proud of my girl. Season 2 for Suits. Too cool." So perhaps the jealousy began after the couple's wedding, at which they exchanged vows at sunset in the grounds of the luxurious Jamaica Inn in Ocho Rios. But again, look at the evidence offered by Engelson's social media page. On January 23, 2013, he posted, "Watch Suits tonight. So proud of my amazing wife." Yet within a few weeks of this loving endorsement, the marriage was over. The decision to end it was Meghan's, and to Trevor it came totally out of the blue. Engelson went from cherishing Meghan to feeling like he was a piece of something stuck to the bottom of her shoe, was how one chum put it after the news broke of her romance with Prince Harry. Finding Freedom offers no further explanation for what happened, apart from the breezy observation that Meghan, living in Toronto, Canada, where the cable show was filmed, accelerated the decline of their relationship. The book suggests she and Trevor made every effort to spend time together at first, but as the months went by, the visits became less frequent. The end apparently was inevitable. I'm glad people are starting to stand up to see this sea of lies. From my knowledge, he's never said anything disparaging of her publicly, and yet she's allowed Scooby Snake to throw him under the bus for no good reason. I will say aloud, because if this was without their blessing, where is the lawsuit to Omid and Carolyn for breaching their privacy? She didn't need him anymore when she started her climb in Toronto. She was looking for a famous Canadian boyfriend, just like she was looking for a famous British one. Once her time on Suits was coming to an end, I suspect she will be looking for a new rich Los Angeles boyfriend or a Russian oligarch one. Her success is always off the back of a man, and Harry will find this out soon. His use of her is just about up. This is Scooby trying to make everyone else look evil, while MM is the quintessential angel in white, a mere victim of the RF and British media. When MM got to Canada, she suddenly saw people who could help her climb that ladder quickly. She took up with Chef Corey, who helped as well. She knew exactly what she was doing, and now lecturing everyone on kindness. Please. She sure liked the media when they fawning all over her, didn't she? Meghan Markle, go enjoy your home and shut up. A reviewer also commented on this book. Her ex-friends and family have said, then, when she got the part in Suits, she got above herself and created distance between herself and those she now felt beneath her. I would suggest that Trevor had also achieved his use. I believe the uncle is correct and that she lies to sanitize her reputation. Narcissists are known for lying. She's bloody good at it though, isn't she? She has used the pale male and stale patriarchy she apparently despises so much to her great advantage, sleeping and creeping her way up the ladder till hapless Harry fell or was maneuvered into her lap. Unfortunately, the British people didn't fall into line with her vision for branding and monetizing their country's traditions and heritage. Another review, Meghan left him because he was no longer any use to her advancing her wealth, fame, and ambitions, and she thought she could find a far more wealthy and successful man, and she was correct. Another person she used, and then dumped. She is a vile woman. Apologies to Markle family, as I, for one, thought you were all wrong, and in fact, it's you who knew the real Meghan, and everything you said was true. The best revenge is to live well. It seems Mr. Engelson has a great career and a wonderful family, and, given the abysmal reviews of Finding Freedom, probably doesn't have to worry about public opinion. He's not the one that comes off looking bad in this tale. And you? Do you agree with him? Please leave your opinion for me below in the comment section, and everyone can also discuss their relationship together. If you feel so preferred with my video, remember to like and share it for anyone you think might also be interested. Please subscribe to our channel to not miss any new videos about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Now, have a nice day, and see you in the next videos.
Meghan is covering up her own mistakes. She justifies her wrongdoings. In a love story, it is hard to avoid mistakes. The things Meghan create are all mess, and injustice counter. One of the pains of human life is just yesterday, and hands in hand we're together. But today is only 2 hours ever.